What's up football fans, welcome back to another video, and it's time to have a look at the draw for the FIFA Under 17 World Cup. Before we do go into it though, 2025 is a massive year for football, especially junior football, as the Under 17 World Cup and the Under 20 World Cup both takes place in this year. And as a South African, it's amazing because we've got teams in both of those World Cups. The Under 17 World Cup will take place in Qatar from the 3rd until the 27th of November, and it's going to be absolutely exciting. Group A consists of Qatar, Italy, South Africa and Bolivia. I'm not too sure how strong the sides are going to be, but I do back the South Africans to possibly escape from this group and get into the knockout stages. Group B is absolutely exciting with Japan, Morocco, New Caledonia making their debut and Portugal, and I think this is probably going to be Portugal's group to win. Group C consists of Senegal, Croatia, Costa Rica and the United Arab Emirates. Senegal could be a force to be reckoned with, but I do think Croatia stand a chance of taking this group ahead of them, but who knows how it's going to go because this could be a very tough battle. Group D consists of Argentina, Belgium, Tunisia and Fiji, and this is exciting because Fiji are known as more of a rugby country, especially featuring the sevens format, and they have been improving their rugby in terms of the 15-a-side game. But in all honesty, Argentina always produces amazing players as well as Belgium. Tunisia is a good shout, but I think Argentina and Belgium will probably be topping this group. Group E consists of England, Venezuela, Haiti and Egypt, and I do think this is going to be England's group. They always have a golden generation coming through, and when it comes to Junior World Cups, they do extremely well. Another interesting fact though is that another trophy that England have won since the triumph of winning the World Cup once in the country's history is winning a Junior World Cup as well. And who knows, could this be the year that the Under-17s do something to make England proud and bring football home? I do think that this group will probably be contested mainly between England and Egypt, as Egypt are one of the strongest sides in Africa and they do always produce amazing players who end up overseas. Group F consists of Mexico, South Korea, the Ivory Coast and Switzerland, and I do think that South Korea could have a good chance here, as we always see their players popping up from juniors and finding their way into Europe as superstars in years coming. Switzerland do also have a good system where youngsters are coming through, but I do think Mexico could take this group alongside either South Korea and Ivory Coast. Group G consists of Germany, Colombia, North Korea and El Salvador, and it's awesome that both Korean sides are in it. The last time I saw two Korean sides in a World Cup was back here in 2010 in South Africa. I do think that it's an easy pick for the two winners of this group. It'll probably be exactly as they are standing right now, with Germany and Colombia probably going up as the top two. Group H consists of Brazil, Honduras, Indonesia and Zambia, and I think that this is going to be a phenomenal group for Brazil, who will probably walk away with it. Brazil have one of the greatest teams in history of football, and also their junior sides are always amazing. We always see new Brazilians popping up out of nowhere. Group I consists of USA, Burkina Faso, Tajikistan and Czechia, and I do think that this could be USA and Czechia taking it, but Burkina Faso could also be a phenomenal shout here and they could be in with an outside chance. But I do think that Group I is going to the USA, as their system is starting to grow phenomenally since the MLS Next program and some of the other players who are coming up in the USL groups. Group J consists of Paraguay, Uzbekistan, Panama and the Republic of Ireland. Uzbekistan are starting to produce some phenomenal stars, and their players could end up being the difference in this group, and I think that Uzbekistan could end up first or second in this group, and it's going to be a close shout with either Paraguay, Panama or Republic of Ireland. It's going to be a tough one to call for the next spot. Group K consists of France, Chile, Canada and Uganda, and I think this is very straightforward. France also have one of the best sides in Europe, and their juniors always come up and they are almost ready to become stars when they do start getting into the senior sides. I think in second it's going to be a close one between Chile or Canada. Uganda could be in with an outside shot, but I do think that Chile or Canada are going to be the second team in this group. And our final group brings us to Group L. It's Mali, New Zealand, Austria and Saudi Arabia, and I do think that Austria are probably going to take this group alongside either Mali or Saudi Arabia. New Zealand have a good side and they are a bit weaker than the others, but I don't think that they'll be strong enough to take down the other teams in this group. We also have to look at the development of Saudi Arabian football within the past 5 or so years and the way the Saudi League is growing at the moment. Here's the full image with all of the different groups. I will step aside and I will leave it on screen for you. You can then pause your screen and take a screenshot of it. Let's go. I do hope that you had enough time to take your screenshot there and you were able to pause your screen. But if not, you can go ahead and watch it from the beginning, or you can have a check over on the FIFA pages. You will find the rest of the groups there. And feel free to check out other content on this channel. The next time we will be talking about the FIFA Under 17 World Cup will be when it takes place on the 3rd of November. We will be doing daily updates and we will be putting up the scores, etc. So do stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you so much for your view. If you are new to the channel, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, you can comment as well. And if there's any specific content that you'd like to see regarding football, feel free to drop it in the comment section as well. And as always, I appreciate you.